Esports as an industry is rapidly growing, with revenue in esports being estimated to reach over $906 million by the end of 2018 and should surpass $1 billion by 2019. With the global reach of streaming platforms such as Twitch and Huya, tournaments and other major events are easily viewed in real time by millions of spectators. Consider the Overwatch League Grand Finals, which had over 10.8 million viewers. Suffice to say, esports is a business, a very successful one at that. But with money and sponsorship deals sometimes riding on a team's ability to succeed, it's easy to forget that at the end of the day, that pro players within these multi-million-dollar teams are just people, many of who are young high school dropouts. Player signings, trades, contract deals, and more can dehumanize the people behind the players. In a business sense, players can be seen as more of a resource than a person with needs and wants. But for one team, it's always been about the people behind the monitor. RunAway is both an incredibly successful pro Overwatch team, but also a band of brothers, whose struggles and triumphs have made for a story like no other in the competitive Overwatch scene. In South Korea, the esports capital of the world, the industry is well established and deeply ingrained within the culture of the country. Pro players are seen as celebrities, and many strive to play professionally as a career choice as early as middle school. Now, with the global expansion of esports and thanks to online video streaming services, the rest of the world is still playing catch-up to South Korea's esport culture. Esports is anticipated to be one of the fastest growing global industries, and it has been hugely successful in South Korea. We now see large companies like SK Telecom, Samsung, and Jin Air sponsor professional teams. This, of course, helps fund expenditures such as gaming houses, coaches, cooks, analysts, and of course, paying the players. As such, it's not easy or really affordable for a new team to enter into the competitive scene. Yet this did not deter Daehoon runner Yoon from taking his chances at pursuing his dream of playing Overwatch professionally. Initially, he was a popular League of Legends streamer, but with the impending release of Overwatch in 2016, Runner saw it as his chance to make it as a pro. Following the launch of Overwatch, Runner created, founded, and would play for his very own team, RunAway. This would be an incredibly ambitious decision, as Runner would have to fund the team from his own pocket, and any time he wasn't spending streaming was directly impacting the livelihood of him and his family. RunAway's initial roster would include notable rookies such as Shine, Mono, Haksal, Kaiser, Quad, and Runner himself. They would leave quite the impression through their performance in the qualifiers for Apex Season 1, where RunAway would stand out as a real dark horse by knocking out LW Red, a team that was anticipated to be one of the best in the early Overwatch scene. With their exciting debut, they quickly earned many fans and became crowd favorites during their run at Apex Season 1. However, group stages would be as far as RunAway could go in the first season, dropping to the dual assault of both LW Blue and Kongdu, finishing between 13th and 16th place. But their story was far from over. RunAway would return for Apex Season 2. This season would see some of their talent playing at their best. Kaiser and Haksal would repeatedly have all-star performances, getting kill after kill, carrying the team onto victory and through the standings. RunAway would even beat the legendary Lunatic High in their group stage.
I can't believe it. RunAway coming in on paper.
Oh my.
Such an underdog in the semifinal, and they will win it 3-2. RunAway is going to the semifinals, and Runner
He's so
destroyed the air
excited.
conditioning.
He is breaking the booth.
And meet again in the grand finals for a heated rematch. This roller coaster of a set saw them take the lead 3-1 after 4 maps, all before everything would come crashing down, as Lunatic High won 3 straight maps, ending RunAway's second season at Apex. But things quickly went from disappointing to devastating. Sponsorship offers vanished or fell through after their defeat, coupled with Kaiser's ill-timed transfer to Cloud9. These issues compacted a previous one, their lack of a team house. which started showing in their team synergy, or lack thereof.
The clock ticks down, and a Freak of Freaks Blue will just come up with the win. 2-0 on Ilios.
Won't be flawless for a Freak of Freaks Blue, but RunAway really seemed to lack cohesion. With Kaiser out of the lineup, they were switching tank members left, right, and center, trying different identities, looking for something that resembled what they had in Season 2, but ultimately fell short.
Runner would even go as far as to say that they were playing more like a really good six-stack rather than a professional team. Their following run at Season 3 of Apex would see RunAway knocked out in the group stage as the team looked disorganized and clumsy, becoming completely unrecognizable from the Season 2 finalists everyone grew to love. Their troubles escalated further when 2 players and the team coach Nomi left the team. Now, with a reduced roster and their chances of landing a sponsor seemingly dashed, Runner and his team were at an all-time low. Runner was now a family man, with a wife and a daughter to provide for, as well as a team he was responsible for. He was conflicted on not being able to spend enough time with his family, as well as not really having the budget to provide for his team, which left him with a difficult decision to make, and he planned to disband RunAway. Or, at least until his wife, Lee Flowervin Huna, stopped him. She told him, "The kids deserve one last shot. They all stuck with RunAway just because of you. It's okay if our family has it tough for a while. Let's get a proper team house and give our players all the support they need." So, without further doubts, they rented a 2-bathroom apartment to use as the team house, sought out potential peripheral sponsors, and Runner stepped up to fill in as coach. As well, he was responsible for tactical research and lifestyle management for the team, all of which was done despite being a costly venture. But Runner was not the only one to rise to the occasion. His players offered to help pay for rent and redoubled their efforts in practice. In addition, RunAway's fans helped support their team during this difficult time. One anonymous fan even went so far as to donate a washing machine. It looked like everything was falling into place. The stage was set for RunAway to finally make it. The only thing left to do was win. With improved coordination and teamwork, alongside skilled individual performances, reminiscent of their magnificent Season 2 run, RunAway carved a path through Apex Season 4, reaching the grand finals once more. Here they faced the emergent rookie team GC Busan, who would ultimately claim the Season 4 crown. The end of Apex Season 4 marked the end of an era. Never again would RunAway be able to compete for the Apex Champion title, as their contemporaries would leave to play overseas in the Overwatch League. RunAway had missed the mark to be picked up as the 4th all-Korean roster in the league. Instead, they would continue on to the next stage in Korea, Overwatch Contenders. This would prove to be another difficult period for the team, as Kaiser and TZ would leave for different teams, while Runner had to step away from the team completely to perform his mandatory military service. During his absence, the team was left to his partner and wife, Flowervin. As a team full of world-class talent, it would have been easy for their players to find a new team, but everyone opted to stick together. RunAway was a family until the end, and as a family, RunAway would head into Contenders Season 1. They performed well in the group stages and beat Kongdu Panthera in the quarterfinals in a close 3-2 win. Sadly, their run Contenders would be stopped by X6 Gaming in the semifinals, with a crushing 3-1 loss.
RunAway, not this time it would seem. Another EMP from BQB shuts them down. Janu shredded out of the mix. They try to make it to their 3rd Korean finals, but they cannot do it. X6 closes out the win in the end, 3-1.
Season 1 would ultimately be disappointing, but Overwatch Contenders Korea Season 2 is where things would finally change for the team. While all eyes were focused on the Overwatch League, RunAway would finally achieve their dream of winning a major tournament. In a thrilling, down-to-the-wire match, RunAway would go from losing 3-1 to a reverse sweep, defeating Kongdu Panthera 4-3.
Shatter just about up here for Bumper. Barrier gonna get broken, the shield bash comes in a bit too soon. Shatter comes down, he's gonna find one, but it's Coma. Mort manages to get Haksal with his charge, but Bumper gets rid of the enemy Lucio at the same time. Janu knocks him out
coming
of
up
the
big
back.
for RunAway.
Gonna be dead. Both teams gonna be eliminated. Bumper's still in the fight, however, he gets roared. Youngjin goes down. Kongdu Panthera with 2 members left alive. Can they actually extend this?
Oh my god, the
Looks
Bucks
so
almost time,
unlikely.
but it's not
That's
enough.
gonna be decay.
It's not
OT
enough.
is gonna plummet, and that just should be it. RunAway, they finally done it. The 3rd attempt. They get the championship win. We got more confetti. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna pop some more off.
Finally, After 2 difficult years of hardship, both in-game and out, RunAway finally held high the trophy as the Kings of Korea. After 6 seasons, they were finally champions. But that is not the end of RunAway's journey. After finally winning a major in their region and defeating Team South Korea in an exhibition match, the time is right for RunAway to enter the Overwatch League and face teams from all over the globe. With 8 new teams set to join for the 2nd season of Overwatch League, there is definitely space for a new Korean team, especially for one of RunAway's caliber.